What is up everyone, it's me Dan here, and today I've got you some very good news if you are Arrow and Flash fans, and that is the news that both those shows have just literally within the last, I want to say, hour been renewed for new seasons. Now what this means is of course that we will now officially be getting Flash Season 5 and Arrow Season 7. Now with The Flash, I didn't really see this as much of a shock because The Flash is still currently the highest rated DC TV show on the CW. It's still averaging well over 2 million viewers an episode, so that being renewed, not much of a surprise at all. But Arrow on the other hand is actually quite a bit of a surprise because Arrow has not been doing too well in terms of its ratings. It's been around the 1.2 to 1.3 million mark, which, to give you a bit of a comparison rate, Legends of Tomorrow has been beating Arrow in terms of ratings week by week when the two shows have been on. In fact, I'm pretty sure Legends of Tomorrow does have a higher average viewership than Arrow, which is crazy to say the least, because I'm surprised by how early they have announced the new season of Arrow. Flash, not a shock because it's the most successful one, but Arrow, very surprising to say the least. And for any of you who are wondering why they haven't announced renewals for Black Lightning, Supergirl and Legends of Tomorrow, with Black Lightning it's only just started, so it's a bit too early to call for it, but I would be very shocked if Black Lightning did not get a Season 2. But I think that renewal will probably come within the next 4 weeks, I would assume, or maybe just a bit longer, because obviously they'll want to announce it before the season ends, but they just don't want to be doing it too early. Supergirl, of course, Supergirl's currently on break. It's not coming back until April, so it would seem a bit weird to announce it during such a long hiatus. I think they're probably going to wait until more of the second half of Supergirl airs until confirming that we are getting a 4th season of that show. And also with all the production issues, you know, in the background, the whole Andrew Kreisberg situation, that's kind of complicated things. So yeah, I would expect that announcement to come sometime in either late April or possibly even as late as early May. With Legends of Tomorrow, it's literally about to start. It comes back tonight, so I would imagine that Legend of Tomorrow will probably get a renewal, I want to say within the next 4 weeks. We've only got, I believe, 8 episodes of Season 3 remaining. And yeah, I'm definitely confident that considering Arrow's been renewed and Legends gets higher ratings than Arrow, yeah, Legends is definitely going to be getting, you know, a 4th season. But I want to get into the main point of this video because, of course, Arrow got renewed, which is something that I wasn't too surprised by because even though, yes, the viewership has been bad for Arrow, it's still above what the CW usually gets for its shows. I mean, Supernatural is still on lower viewership than Arrow, and that show is on like its 13th season, so clearly, you know, the views that Arrow is getting is enough to warrant a renewal. But the question that's going around everyone's minds, including myself, is will this be the last season of Arrow? Will Season 7 be the final season of the show? And as much as I don't want to admit it, because I mean, as much as downs I've had with Arrow, I still like the show. But the more I think about it, the more I'm convinced that Season 7 will be the final season of the show. And there are a few reasons that I personally have to back this up. The first one is the fact that Stephen Amell's contract with the CW for Arrow actually ends at the end of Season 7. When he first signed up to be Oliver Queen on Arrow, he signed a 7-season contract. So at the end of Season 7, he's run out of contract, and the thing is usually with shows like this, if an actor is coming to the end of their contract and you want to have them definitely be on for the next season, you usually renew it far in advance. So unless they're leaving it really late to renew his contract and confirm a next season, at the rate we're going, yeah, Stephen Amell will be out of a contract by the end of Season 7. So that is the first big point. The second one, as I've mentioned earlier, the poor ratings. Season 6 has been doing pretty bad compared to the other seasons for ratings. I mean, the ratings went down in Season 5, which was expected because Season 4 was god-awful, and obviously it turned off a lot of people from the show. But even despite with how good Season 5 was, I mean, I personally think it was a really good season. Still was behind Season 1 and Season 2 for me, but still good. It just didn't draw back enough people, and it ended up premiering with even less ratings than what we had in Season 5. I think I attribute this more to the fact that I think Season 6 has probably been the most mixed season of Arrow in my opinion, even more so than Season 3, because I've had quite a few things that I've liked about season 6, but there's also quite a lot that I haven't liked about it, and I feel like that's what's turned off a lot of people, because the show has not really been like increasing in viewership at all, really, to be honest. It's more or less been, I hate to say it, but maybe just slowly going down, you know, as the episodes have gone on. And I feel like it will be right as well to end Arrow after 7 seasons, because you've got to remember, this is the show that kick-started this whole universe. So for me, I would prefer to see the show just end and not go on for too long. It's a problem that I have with a lot of TV shows, that they just simply go on for far too long, and then by the time it's over, we all turn around and say, well, it should have ended 2 or 3 seasons earlier than this. I don't want to have an 8th season where it feels absolutely pointless, and considering the ratings that Arrow has had for season 6, I just don't see how season 7 would be able to maintain a viewership that makes the CW confident in renewing it for an 8th season, because I would not be shocked if in season 7 that Arrow goes below 1 million live viewers. Whether that happens this season, I'm not entirely sure. It could happen, but it would probably only happen for a few episodes, or at least at the very end of the season, possibly. But for season 7, yeah, I definitely would see the show going down below 1 million live viewers, and that would probably be like the red signal for the CW that, yeah, the show just can't simply go on for any longer. So for me, season 7 being the last one, not a surprise, and I personally would have to agree with the decision to end it there. That's going to be it for my video. Of course, it's a bit of a shorter video, and I have to really try and, you know, get these Arrow theory videos out, because of course Arrow is currently on a break. It's not coming back until the 1st of March, so of course I'm going to be trying to make more theory videos related about the show. Of course, let me know in the comment section down below what your reaction is to this renewal. Were you surprised by it, and do you think Arrow season 7 will be the last season of the show? And also a question for you guys: do you guys want me to cover other Arrowverse shows? Because I have been thinking about maybe expanding onto some other shows. I mean, especially The Flash and Legends of Tomorrow, and possibly even Black Lightning. Supergirl, not so much, because even though I think that show's been good, I don't generally enjoy talking about that show. But if you've got any other DC TV shows you want me to talk about, let me know about them in the comment section down below. Well, thank you very much for watching the video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new, leave a like on the video, and I hope to see you again next time.